So you're traveling to Boston and you do not know what to do during the winter time, or you're here, you're living here, you just moved here and you do not know what to do. This video is for you. Stay tuned. Now, in this week's Living in Boston, we have the addition of winter activities in Boston. Now, obviously, if you're not from Boston or you're just visiting or you just moved here, you're looking to do things. You want to be active, you want to be social. Well, this video is for you. I have a bunch of things detailed here that are fun activities that you can do, things that you can do outside and inside. I have a whole list I detailed. And I hope that you guys like it. I hope it helps you guys out. And if it helps at least one person, please give this a like or just comment below. Thank you. I had a fun time at this said place. And tell me your experience. I love talking about Boston and just hearing your guys' fun experiences. It's really fun for me. It's really entertaining. So to start with the outdoor activities. These are things that you can do in the outdoors, whether it be active, a show, whatever it is. These are the things that you guys can do outside that I think is fun. Obviously, on not such a cold day, but if it's a nice day out, you're going to have fun. I'll start with the number one spot, which is Frog Pond, the skating. So in the Boston Commons, there's an area that during the summertime, ironically, this is like a little pond area. It's an artificial pond that is created for kids to, play in. It's nice for the city kids, but in the wintertime, that freezes over and you can actually skate in that rink. Now, I can't even speak. You guys can probably imagine, this is a nice romantic place, things like that. It could be. And it's also a nice place for you to go with your family members, or you're just going to go there, skate a little bit. Get out, get some high energy going, and just enjoy that. And across the Frog Pond, actually, there's little stations where people set up like food carts, and you can get yourself a nice hot chocolate. So it would be a nice day for you guys to go to check out Frog Pond. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up was the Boston holiday markets. Now, at this time of making this video, which is in January, it might be over, so I'd have to double check with you guys. But throughout the winter time, there's Boston holiday markets. These things are set up throughout Quincy Market, Downtown Crossing, just all around the city. And these little shops and local, how do I explain it? They're local people who set up their own private little shops, and you can buy custom-made gifts, items, clothing, everything. Earrings. I've seen earrings there. If I had ears pierced, I'd get some earrings. They were actually really creative, very cool ones. One person made a glossy Coca-Cola cap with, they put like jewels in it, so it looked really, really cool. I wouldn't have worn that one, but it looks really, really cool. But regardless, the Boston winter markets are fun to check out, and you guys can definitely see them all around the city. And right now, we're going to jump to the third one, which is Snowport at Seaport. Now, I personally love that place. Right now, at this time of this video, it is actually not active because it is only a seasonal thing. But it is a place where you can go inside. It's a big area, so it's closed off. It's actually with a big sign, Snowport at Seaport. And you go in, it's a bunch of little shops, just like the ones I described with the Boston holiday markets, but it's more of a location area. It's a specific place in Seaport. It's a bunch of shops. I mean, a bunch of little local shops, and they have like fresh hot chocolate. They have a guy who's literally putting spaghetti into a Parmesan bowl, and he's making the fresh spaghetti with the Parmesan right there. So you get a free, like a really, not free, but a really good meal right there. And on top of that, there's like local shops, like you could, for example, buy custom-made knives, custom clothing, really nice, memorabilia of Boston, Red Sox gear, all that kinds of stuff, but they're custom made there. So it's a really cool area to check out. And I actually went into a cool little library inside. Yeah, I know, it's a truck that they set up, and you went into the truck and it turns into like a small little library. You can look at the books. It's a good place to relax a little bit when you're in the cold outside. It's really, really cold. You can take a break in there and you can check out some books. It's something that is worth checking out. And there's a couple breweries inside. So if you guys like to drink beer, they got it there. So now on to the next item, which is number 4, is the SOA Winter Festival. Now, the SOA Winter Festival, that is a little bit different. That is actually south of Boston. It's not Seaport, but south of Boston. It's SOA. So if you guys know SOA, SOA is all year round pretty much, and their special thing is that they have their own food trucks. Well, people bring in local food trucks, but they have their own section for food trucks. Really good restaurants like Wonderland and, you know, Bon Pan, and there's Bon Mi, a bunch of different selections of restaurants that they have their own quick eats spot, and I think it's really tasty. But besides that, they have an antique store on the other side of SOA, so that's really cool as well. The antique store, you can go in there, that's open year round. But the special thing about the SOA Winter Festival is that there is a big area in the back. It's enclosed, and they set up a bunch of local shops in there as well, but you have to pay entry because it's like a magical winter wonderland in there. So it's very beautiful inside, very well decorated, and people love to go there on the weekends. They love to go there for dates. They love to go there with family members. And there's usually local produce as well during the summer times that I know of. And during the winter time, which is right now, I do not know if that is still an available option, but it is something for you guys to check out in the summertime. And don't worry, I will make a summer video for you guys so you guys can get all the inside scoop of where to go, what to do, fun things to do. All right, guys? And the last item on my list is a little bit, so it is within Boston still, but it's a little bit farther from the metropolitan Boston area in the aspect of like where the main city is, because Boston it's a small city, but it's kind of large because it has different sectors, and this area is more of a suburban area of Boston. So this is the Arnold Arboretum near JP. Now, the Arnold Arboretum, this place is quite nice because it's just a natural area. It's just a park, but a very floral park. There's gardens inside, beautiful trees, green areas. People walk their dogs there. It's a very nice area. But the thing that's special is that people like to come here during the winter time when it snows because it's like a winter wonderland. Everything looks very beautiful over there. It's very nice. And if you're hungry or if you want to do something right afterwards, you can hop on over into JP, go on the main street, Central Street, and get yourself some food. There's really good restaurants there. And yes, guys, I'll make a video for just restaurants in different areas of Boston. But today, we are very focused. I want to give you guys the list of fun things to do. Now, and I gave you guys some tidbits here and there, so pay attention here, guys. And now on to the next thing. I want to talk about indoor activities. So what you guys can do indoors. Now, obviously, some of us like to be outside, inside, or both, but I don't want to exclude anyone. So right now we're going to talk about the indoor activities. Number 1, this one, I mean on the list, everything here is really fun. I just want to make that very clear. But this one is one of my personal favorites because I have so many memories going to these games. But at the TD Garden, you want to check out the TD Garden and catch a game, whether it be Bruins, Celtics during the wintertime, and shows. There's actual really good shows that go to the Garden. I saw Andrea Bocelli at the Garden. I think it was beautiful. I also saw the Celtics game at the Garden at a box seats with some friends of mine. It was super cool. Box seats, I don't know if you guys know what box seats are, but box seats are an area where it's high up, and they have people serve you food. There's an open buffet. They serve you drinks. It's amazing. So if you're going to go to the Garden and you want to splurge a little bit, get box seats. It's definitely worth the price if you go with a couple of friends or a big group of friends. But regardless, even if you get a ticket to just sit at the game, whether it's Celtics, Bruins, or a show, it is very fun, great environment, and you're going to see what the Bostonian lifestyle really is, because Bostonians, we're very vocal people. You're going to find out. All right, guys? Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is Putt Shack in Seaport. Now, Putt Shack is a new establishment that they just built. It's a fun place for, dates, again, and families. And even if you want to go by yourself, if you love golf, it's just a cool putting area. It is mini golf. And mini golf with, mini games inside. So you're supposed to get a high score, so it measures where you go through on the course. It measures how many hits you take to get a hole-in-one, or if you don't get a hole-in-one, how many hits it takes. So you want to compete. It's good to go with a group of people to this place, though, because it's fun for you to compete against each other and who ends up winning, who ends up losing. There is a restaurant inside as well, so they do serve food, they serve alcohol. So if you guys are interested in going to Putt Shack, definitely check it out. It's a good area. Although if you guys are going to get some food, Putt Shack is great. I'm not going to throw anything against Putt Shack for the food, but there are in Seaport so many good restaurants that, I mean, to name a few, actually I'm not even going to go into that because I'm going to make another video for that so you guys can get that. Now, so if you guys want to hit your funny bone and you want to get some laughs going, have a good time, guys, go to the Improv Asylum or go to any comedy show. There's a lot of comedy shows around Boston. I mean, Bill Burr's from our own Boston. Bill Burr, I think he's hilarious. If you guys like Bill Burr, give me a like or just say in the comments below, yo, Bill Burr's the man, but he's really funny. Anyways, here in Boston, we have a lot of comedy clubs, but I personally think that Improv Asylum is something special to here in Boston because everybody here who's in the Improv Asylum, I've seen one show once in the past. It's been really funny. They really put things up for debate. And, well, people can be part of the show, the audience. Like, you can throw in topics and things like that. I mean, you guys have seen Ted. For those of you that's seen Ted, in a scene, they go to the Improv Asylum. I won't talk about the scene specifically, but that's the Improv Asylum. And now, number 4 is I personally love cafes around the city. Boston has so many beautiful cafes. Whether it be, a branch name, like, for example, Cafe Nero is pretty good. I like Tate better than Cafe Nero out of the branch cafes. But for example, Jonqui is on Back Bay's Newbury Street. And that place is so cool because not only do they serve you really good cafe style things like cafe lattes, but their teas are actually teas that blossom into flowers, which is really cool. And their pastries are actually artistic style pastries. So if you guys don't know what artistic style pastries is, to give an example, they actually have an apple pie kind of thing, or no, apple cake, excuse me, but they actually make an apple, like an actual artistic style apple, but it's a cake. So when you get served this item, it looks like an apple on a plate, and you start slicing into it, and it's obviously cake, which is really, really cool. Jonqui's one that's really good. There's a couple in JP. There's a couple in all around the city, to be honest with you. So if you pop into any cafe, I'm pretty confident you're going to love something at that cafe because they're all very different, but they're all very good. Boston cafes are actually really nice. Now, the next thing on this list, is I threw in an oddball here. It's live jazz. Now, I love live jazz. I love live music in general, but jazz it just hits the spot for me, especially in the evenings. So if you guys want to check out some live jazz, definitely check out Grace by Nia. Now, I believe that this is a 21 plus only location just because it's like a speakeasy kind of restaurant. So the restaurant's beautiful. It's beautiful inside. The chandeliers, it's just a gorgeous location. But I say that the food there is absolutely amazing, but the live jazz, they always have new musicians going through. And it's always either like it's like just traditional acoustic live jazz music, or they have people who have vocals who sing the jazz music. It's just very creative, very awesome, and it's actually black owned. So if you want to support black owned businesses, that is a place to go. I absolutely love it. Whenever any one of my friends say, hey, you want to go out or you want to go check out jazz, I'm like, all right, I know the spot, let's go. And everybody loves it. I haven't brought a person that has not loved it. Either the food, the ambience, and actually the cocktails are pretty good, guys. So that is it for this winter activities edition. If you guys have any questions or you guys want more information on anything at all, please let me know. I'm your go-to guy here in Boston. I know pretty much all the spots, and if I don't know it, I'm definitely going to go check it out. If you guys recommend me a spot to go check out or an activity that I missed, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys say and what you guys think. And if you guys need anything real estate related, I am a realtor here in the Boston state. I mean, in the state of Massachusetts, but in Boston metropolitan, South Shore, and North Shore, I practice my real estate. If you have any questions, please let me know about that. But regardless, you guys have an awesome day. Peace out and bless out.